Easy to remember the first names: Dan, O'Toole, Pollard, and preseason action up first, a sea of white in Winnipeg. And no, for you guys joking out there, it wasn't snowing. It was those towels out there again.
That's right. The NHL teasing the city of Winnipeg with some preseason action. Coyotes returning to Winnipeg for the first time in a decade. First period, by the way, they're playing Edmonton, Phoenix on the power play. But this wasn't about preseason hockey. This was about the NHL in Winnipeg. Sean Churchill has more.
The team colors and name may be different, but the last connection for Winnipeg to the NHL has returned. The Phoenix Coyotes opened their preseason schedule against the Edmonton Oilers on Sunday night, and coming back to Winnipeg has spurned a lot of memories.
You always remember your first game, your first goal. And I remember the last game here when we played Detroit, and I think it was Game 6. And being kind of underneath the stands after how loud it was, and realizing how big it was that the Jets were leaving. And it was something I'll never forget, the emotion that was in the building that night.
When the Jets left Winnipeg in 1996, the Winnipeg Arena was aging and salaries were skyrocketing past affordable terms for Manitobans. 10 years later, with the salary cap, some would say there's a glimmer of hope that the city is ripe for the return of the NHL.
There's a lot better chance in this day and age that this city could get a franchise than maybe 10 years ago. Whether or not it happens is something the league has to work out and ownerships have to work out, but obviously this city's always going to get talked about because it's a good hockey city.
A sold-out building Sunday night welcomed the NHL back, and it's those fans that the players remember.
You knew where you were. It was one of those buildings that no matter, they could have blindfolded you and put you out at center ice, and as soon as you opened your eyes, you knew where you were playing. And that says something about a building.
There's nothing better playing in a Canadian city, and it's they treat you well, and they can get on you a little bit. So, I mean, it's it was tough. My first year here in the NHL, having played here, it's a Canadian city, and they love their hockey, and hopefully one day it can work out for them.
Sean Churchill, TSN, Winnipeg.